Hello everyone, today we are going to present about the analysis on the novel The House on Mango Street based on Marxism theory. But before that, let me introduce the members of our group. The first one, you have me, Candrika, and my friends Nisaaush Sholihah. We're doing this analysis for the English prose final exam lecturer by Miss Anjar Dwi Astuti. Now we move to the synopsis of this analysis. The House on Mango Street is a 1984 novel written in London by Mexican-American author Sandra Cisneros. This novel was telling about the struggle for self-definition as the common theme in a coming-of-age novel, All Buildings Roman. In this novel, Esperanza's struggle to define herself underscores her every action and encounter. Not only that, we also found that the social-economic influence every character's manners in this novel. So, due to that, we were decided to analyze this novel through that perspective using Marxism theory. For the focal point of this analysis, we've discussed that what are Esperanza's reasons to feel ashamed for being minority in the society? As I mentioned before that we're going to use Marxism theory for this analysis. When Karl Marx asserted that all elements of a society structure depends on its economic structure. Okay, now I will explain the definition of Marxism. Marxism is a social, political, and economic philosophy that examines the problematic nature of capitalism on the economic name after Karl Marx, and to a lesser extent by Friedrich Engels, aim to understand the systematically hidden dimension in the economic realm in the mid-19th century. Okay, now in the slide we can see that the focal point I've already mentioned before in the previous slide. What are Esperanza's reasons to feel ashamed for being minority in the society? Okay, the next slide will be explain all about the analysis.
According to the novel, we found that there are several reasons why Esperanza feels ashamed for being minority in her social life. We all know that the people who live in Mango Street were from an underclass society, which means that they came from a poor family background. Due to that, Esperanza was under pressure, knowing the fact that her family were included.
As we know, Esperanza is the oldest of 4 siblings.
She is always dreaming of living in a quiet place with her own landing home, but unfortunately, her family moved to a house that didn't suit her dream. They moved to the landing house but still far away from Esperanza's expectation. The novel tells that before Esperanza and her family moved to Mango Street, they were the minority in their society. After being told from her parents that they would move to the Mango Street, she hopes with the move they might get a higher level in society, but the fact is there's nothing to change.
Esperanza fights with herself about her family's poverty. Enhancing the Marxism theory to this analysis, we put the statement of Karl Marx, all elements of a society structure depend on its economic structure. Economically, this novel explained that Esperanza's family couldn't afford to have everything to fulfill their desire. So we found out that this was the main reason why Esperanza always feels ashamed.
You live right here, 4006 Mango.
Alicia says and points to the house I am ashamed of. And this kind of case was obtained with the fact that Esperanza's circumstance of her school, which is dominated by the upper class or bourgeois, like when Esperanza said, the special kids, the ones who wear keys around their necks. get to cat in the canteen. The canteen, even the name sounds important. She sees that they had a very big difference living their life, including the way they are thinking, getting along with people, and the property they had. We could see the quotation as Esperanza says, "I am tired of looking at what we can have." And this also triggers one of the reasons why she feels ashamed. Furthermore, the difficulty in pronouncing her name also being a factor, she felt very weak as a minority. She thinks that her name is rare and wasn't familiar in her social life. And the meaning of her name in Spanish is not good either, because it means sadness and waiting. It is like the number 9, a muddy color. It is the Mexican records my father plays on Sunday mornings when he is shaving. Songs like sobbing, she said. Esperanza hopes that she can change her name. "I would like to baptize myself under a new name, a name more like the real me, the one nobody sees." Esperanza asks Lysandra or Maritza or Zizi the X. Yes, something like Zizi the X will do. From all the quotation we exposed above, we could see that having a name that is hard to pronounce and with its word meaning also give a pressure to Esperanza's life, and its trigger to shaming herself with what was destined to her. And last, the conclusion of this analysis, through the theory originated by Karl Marx about all elements of a socialist structure depend on its economic structure, was reapplied in this novel and make them unreserved and classified into minority, sees how the economic structure of Esperanza's family could make them under pressure and feel ashamed, make Esperanza personally unreserved by society. And the worst is, with what they couldn't have, make them thought that they're different and unlucky. We conclude that the thoughts of the main character's theme may be because she was an underage girl, the lack of quality education that she received in the family, her poverty, and also the closed mindset that has set her since she was a child. That's all from us about our explanation about this analysis. Thank you for watching.